So if I get a job, I can get food stamps. But if I don't get a job, they cut my food stamps. But if I get a job, they're going to cut my food stamps anyway. How does that work?
But I'm glad Trump got rid of a lot of those benefits. I'm glad he got rid of a lot of those benefits. I said it. You know, a lot of people are butthurt about it, and a lot of y'all didn't even read that big, beautiful bill. I didn't read all of it either. But, you know, I'm making my way through it. I barely cracked it. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I think a lot of these things that are happening this year between, well, I'll get to that later. But I think this whole cutting the benefits, I think that's a blessing in disguise. I think a lot of things that are happening this year are a blessing in disguise for black people. I tell people all the time, COVID was a blessing in disguise. These situations that are happening are a blessing in disguise, and I'm going to tell you why. Because keep in mind, back in what is it? I think it was the 60s or 70s. I'll say around then, when the government started offering women incentives not to have men in the home. Now you guys don't have those benefits. Now you got to make it work with the men, because keep in mind, a lot of times, you know, women, not just black women, women would say, "Oh, I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I can do it all by myself," because you had the government helping you. You had government assistance. They've been using that for the longest time. Now they're cutting it for a lot of people who ain't working. Now you got to make it work with the men. You know, a lot of these things that are happening is forcing people to, you know, to get back together, you know, to, you know, value the family, you know, and I like it. I think that's exactly what needs to happen. So, and keep in mind, it's really mostly women complaining online. It's not men, because men are working. But I just hope there's a bill in there for, you know, the whole child support, you know, thing. But I'm gonna tell you, women, right now, y'all better start understanding, like, yo, like, now you're in a position where okay, I gotta make it work with them. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm very glad he cut a lot of those benefits, because not only that, like, I even have family who's been on Section 8 for years, you know, since I was a teenager. Like, I've known people to be on Section 8 for since before I was a teenager. So yeah, like, you know, you got to get up and work and do something. You can't just be living off that forever. Like, no, that's not fair for everybody else. And not only that, what are you teaching your kids? You know, and it's crazy, because a lot of those people who are on Section 8, it's like they sit around all day, do nothing, watch TV. And then what's amazing to me is that you would have these kids, you're on Section 8, but it's like you're not even trying to teach your kids anything. It's like you're not even trying to be a good parent, a good mom. You know, it's just weird to me. But yeah, I'm glad you cut it. So y'all need to get your ass up.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? Huh? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay, I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, you know, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand. You know, I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. I'm done with that guy. I'm not.
Believe y'all thought these food stamps was gonna last forever. Most of y'all done had kids just for food stamps in Section 8. Now look at you, extra babies and shit. Now see how it feels to pay the real price for food. Ain't gonna be no more barbecues every weekend, eating seafood every other day. Holidays, we know we ain't gonna be at your house. That famous mac and cheese where you use real cheese will now be replaced with that processed shit. Them days of going to the grocery store and grabbing 2 carts to shop with will now be replaced with the hand basket. We now welcome y'all to the hand basket club. All that laughing y'all were doing, not so funny now, is it? That shit was meant to be temporary. Now y'all gotta spend 60 real dollars, which gets you 6 items. So I didn't even think about this. Y'all can't even sell your stamps to get cash for your extracurricular activities. Man, I'm glad I didn't fall into the trap. Next, we're going to be having commercials talking about for $10 a day, you can feed a family of 5. Not trying to be harsh about it, but you can only take advantage of someone or something for so long before they get tired and cut your ass off.